Hello friends, myself Subham Kumar and I am pursuing BTech from ICFI Tech. Today I am giving presentation on pollution detection. In this project I am using machine learning. So in machine learning I am using linear regression and auto regression. So further let's go to the presentation. So as you know, air pollution affects our day-to-day life. As you know, it is a threat for the ecosystem. It will destroy man, animal as well as birds. If we can't control, then it will destroy our ecosystem, and for that many diseases comes due to pollution. So as you know, pollution is increases due to traffic, petrol. We are using petroleum products. That is one of the reason that pollution is increasing, and some of the power plants are also releasing toxic gases that is harmful for our ecosystem. Let's This is the introduction of the pollution. Let's go further. So here is a word that is PM 2.5. So you have a question, what is PM 2.5? So PM 2.5 is teeny particles, droplets in the air that is available on the air, and it is approx 2.5 micron, or you can say 110 micrometer. This is so much less, and it is present in the air. If the volume of the PM 2.5 increases in our air, then the air being polluted. Mostly PM 2.5 is the main cause of pollution, because it cause difficult issue on breathing as well as individual well-beings. So let's go to the, I think you understand this, we will go further. So PM 2.5 is a fine particles, and it is among the pollution index because it is a big concern to people health. Means people can die due to this toxic PM 2.5 particles based on the air quality level standard that are set by Indian government. It is said that 115 microgram per millicube, that is volume, is a moderate. Less than that or greater than that, less than that is okay, but greater than that is very dangerous for ecosystem as well as human beings. So this project, the main aim of this project is to create an algorithm, that is machine learning algorithm, that will able to predict the pollution concentration, that is PM 2.5 concentration in air in hourly, weekly and monthly, and revising these data they will predict the future pollution of that city or that area. So this project will provide the users about the real time pollution concentration of PM 2.5, and it will forecast the value of the pollution concentration using algorithm, machine learning algorithm. I think you understand what is the aim of our project. The main task proposal by me is that first is detecting the level of PM2.5 and showing the user that in this area the PM2.5 level is greater than or lesser than. And second thing is that predicting the level of PM2.5 for future use, that in future its level increases or decreases based on previous data. So in this we are using logistic regression to detect whether a data sample is either polluted or not. And another machine learning algorithm I am using is that auto regression to predict the future value of PM2.5, whether a city is how much polluted in after 10 years or 20 years. We can predict this using auto regression based on the previous data that has been used for logistic regression. So the primary goal is to predict air pollution level in the city with the ground data set. So you have a question that what is logistic regression? So logistic regression is a supervised learning. Supervised means what? Training. It requires training. You will give the input and you need this output. You are giving input to the algorithm and you want some output. In between you will give training and the algorithm will auto make for achieving that outcome. That is used in logistic regression, that is machine learning algorithm. So logistic regression is a supervised learning classification algorithm which is used to predict the probability of a target variable. So what is target variable? Here y is the predicted output and x is the simple input value. Means if we give x as an input to the machine and I want y as an output, then it will train the algorithm and achieve that y using this formula and using their algorithm. So second thing that we are using is auto regression. So auto regression is used for predicting the future output, that how will it looks after 10 years, how the PM2.5 level concentration increased in 5 years or 10 years, how much it will increase. That is a random process and it will totally depend upon the logistic regression, because logistic regression will give the data and that data will be used by auto regression for predicting the future output. So the auto regression model specified that output variable depends linearly on its previous value. As I said, the past data is used for the model of the variable, right? So how it is doing that? So first of all, they are collecting the data. What does it mean, collecting the data? Collecting the data means that is we are collecting that data which is easily understood by algorithm. There will be no difficulty for the algorithm for understanding the data. Second thing is data preparation, means if some data are useless, then we will remove that useless data. If some data are missing, then we will remove that row or column. That is data preparation. And third thing is that training. So we will see which type of fitting comes in which algorithm is used in this data, which algorithm fit in this data set. I think you understand that training means the fitting stage of machine learning algorithm. And the fourth one is evaluation. So for testing the model that how well it predict the output. Means, sorry for the inconvenience. So I am talking about the evaluation. So evaluation means the test the model that how well it predict the output. So it is predicting the output that is correct or not. So the next step is tuning. So tuning is fine tune that the model to maximize its accuracy, because accuracy is most necessary for any algorithm. If the accuracy is not greater than 95%, that then your model is not fit for that data set. So we are trying to achieve much and more accuracy as much as possible. So in this project we are using some of the libraries that I am describing here. First one that I am using is NumPy. So NumPy is a Python library and it is a powerful data structure and dimensional array. So we are using NumPy library in machine learning because we need a n-dimensional array for the data collection, and we will read that data using .csv file. So second library is that Pandas, and Pandas library is mainly used for manipulating and analysis. Means that it is used for numerical things like add, subtract, multiply, divide, tables, time series. In these type of things we are using Pandas library. So in this project I am using NumPy library, Pandas library, and the third one is Matplot. So Matplot is a library where it shows the 2D plot of arrow, that it is a visualization of the array. It is also a Python library and it is used for creating static animation and interactive visualization, that is 2D plot of array. Next library I am using is Seaborn. Seaborn is also a Python library and you can say that it is the extended version of Matplot, because it is also a visualization library as Matplot, but it is gives high level interface. Its UI is better than Matplot and it gives attractive and more informative static graphics compared to Matplot. So we are using mainly these four library and one is operating system. So we will come back to result. First we will see the code. Here you can see that first of all I am importing all the libraries, that is NumPy, and in NumPy it is a long word. We are using NP, a small word, for denoting that NumPy library, and second library using is Pandas, Matplot and Seaborn. In this we are setting input directly, and in third column we are setting the name of the data file, that is data.xlsx. After that we are analyzing the data, whether the data is correct or something is missing in the data or data is correct. That is, you can say that we are pre-processing the data. These all are used for pre-processing the data. You can see that here the PM2 point value is 78, 77, 72, 65 and 56. Here all are X, means it depends upon the place. Here X is variable and the value that comes using this X will save in that Y. I had told earlier, This value, that y value is totally depend upon this, means it depends upon place to place. So here we are reading that Excel data file and showing that data. These are the data showing, and we are pre-processing the data. After, you can see that these all are pre-processing the data. After pre-processing, the result comes like this. We are using this maximum process. These are the pre-processing of data. After pre-processing, we are analyzing the data, where this data is fit to our algorithm or not. So we are analyzing the data using C1. C1 shows, as I told earlier, that C1 is the extended version of Matplotlib. Means Matplotlib shows the 2D visualization, and C1 have better graphics of 2D vector. Sorry. Here you can see that these all are data I am using for predicting the PM 2.5 value. After that, I am doing training for that. Here I am using Google Colab, because in Google Colab we can run line by line and it is easy to use. That's why I am using Google Colab, and it takes minimum RAM, so it will not affect your computer. That's why it is the main case I am using that Colab. So these are the training process. As you can see, after training, these are the main data. That is too far, we will neglect that data. After training, we will split the data into two parts. One is X and second one is Y, because Y is totally depend upon X. If we not split, then how will we use that formula? So first of all, we are taking the data, and second thing is that we have pre-processed the data, means remove the unused unnecessary data, and after that we have split the data and then training the data, and then you can see that is our prediction. It will take some time. Because it requires a lot of RAM. I am using Colab, still it requires a lot of RAM and a lot of time. Yeah, you can see that it comes that here we are predicting the data from sklearn we are using for prediction, where we are giving 5 category. One is good, second one is satisfactory, third one is moderate pollution, fourth one is poor, and fifth one is very poor. If the volume of PM 2.5 concentration is equal to, less than, you can say that less than 115, then it comes upon good, and it is around 115, then it is satisfactory. If it is between 115 to 200, then it comes upon moderate pollution. Greater than 120, it comes upon poor, and greater than 135, it is dangerous for the ecosystem. That comes upon very poor. And these are the predictions that my dataset is doing. So the result that comes in our program that shows that the machine learning model that I am using is correct, and it is efficiently used to detect the quality of air and predicting the level of PM 2.5 for the future use also and for now also. Here logistic regression and auto regression is algorithm is used in this project. Logistic regression is used for the current level of PM 2.5 and the auto regression is using the data of logistic regression for predicting the future use. I think, and that's it from my side. Thank you so much everyone.